This is the Ghetto Free Press saying we are not who we claim to be as a community, state, nation, and world, but who we prove ourselves to be over a given period of time. And if we are a liar, time will tell. If we are a deceiver, time will tell. For Jesus said, "And ye shall know the truth, and that the truth shall set and make you free." Education can save us, but ignorance will destroy us. Peace and be informed.
I speak from the heart, and hopefully that it resonates with people. And that's what it's all about. I'm not going to get there with a speech that I already prepared or teleprompter. And I'm just going.
Brother Coleman, let me interject something just a minute, brother. It seems like you're involved in everything. Everywhere I go, I see you. If you're on TV, you're in Valdosta. Where do you quit? When you get time to rest, brother?
No, look here. I can't. Now, you have been cut. I met you starting with Kendrick.
Yes, sir.
But the Sayer brother's been everywhere. Like, I got good comrades and even mentors, because he's a couple of years my senior. That are literally everywhere. And they're in places that a lot of times doesn't even get the credibility. Like, I just saw my man. I just saw my man over in the Bluff, where the Crips and the Bloods and the GDs and everything, that didn't get no pub.
Right.
So, it's hard for me to just answer that question when I'm literally with folks that, are in a lot of other places as well. But shoot, but we link up. If you're in it for your people, you're gonna be everywhere.
Right.
And you're gonna see some of the same faces.
And everybody should be everywhere.
That's what's up.
Because it's that time. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's cold red right now.
And what's your name and what do you do?
Brother Kalanji, I'm a born-again rebel. I represent the National Coalition to Combat Police Terrorism and the FTP movement. I've been banging on these criminals since my birth. I'm third generation in this joint, and I'm happy to be a freedom fighter. That's what it's all about. And I was burning flags 15, 20 years ago. And, from Yale University to University of Bridgeport, whatever. And it felt real good. So to see this brother right here stomp and walk on it, you know what I'm saying? Like the brother said, it's a symbolism of white supremacy. You know what I mean? There's some other things that should be burned as well. Some of these sheets, some of these sheets in those robes that are criminalized in our community. We should start burning them as well. That's how I see it. So
I listened to young Eric. I listened to him on Facebook, and the message that he spoke was kind of similar to the history of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad in the Nation of Islam. And it's something that I've embraced myself, is that we don't get the true foundation of the black man's religion in North America. And so that's one thing that he said that may have shook some roots. But when you say that America is in for a rude awakening concerning our history and possibly our religion from whence it came?
I definitely believe that the youth are waking up in astounding numbers, and I owe a lot of that, I think, to social media, because if Garvey and King would have had the tools that we have today, I think that a lot of people would have been able to organize more efficiently in a real-time manner, and that's one thing that we are able to also shed light when the mainstream media tries to villainize our brothers. We have a grassroots ability to expose the lies and force them to tell the truth. You know, that's one thing. If we weren't able to link up, you know, and form a nationwide bond of like-minded individuals, that the media, like Brother Malcolm said, you know, you have you praising the oppressor and villainizing the oppressed. So right now, we are in the time of the information age, and it's like you say, it's going to be a change. And right now, we have, you know, the older generation, the middle group, and the younger. I just came from Baltimore, and you know, the vast majority of people out there riding was, you know, high school age, young 20-year-olds. What people don't realize when you think about the Panthers, Fred Hampton was 21 years old when he was killed. So, you know, the revolution is going to be inherited by the youth. And the great thing about it is I see where the connections being made, where people are going off emotion, but they also have a connection to history and realize what's at stake here. And I think that's a great thing to see.
Okay, Brother Marcus, I want to ask you a question because something happened here today that really shook me, and I've already stated it on my earlier video. What shook me is that young man that asked and called Channel 5 out. I thought that was so powerful. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it was very powerful. Now let's see if they actually do what they said they were going to do. You know, one thing that's for sure, I mean, the brother just spoke on it. You've got a spirit of unity that's in the air. It's sad that it comes off the blood of some of our children, but for the first time I know, and that I can recall in my lifetime, there seems to be an honest and true effort to unite. And that's why I think you had the whole creditable threat come out by the Baltimore police about the Crips and the Blood. It's scaring the hell out of America that organizations and people and gangs and groups and are starting to come together. It's just a good time to be. It's a good time to be a part of the movement. It's a good time to have comrades and be a part of a coalition. You know, this National Coalition to Combat Police Terrorism is a coalition that I'm very much a part of. It's got figures that are very high-ranking as far as in the United States political arena, and it's got some cats that you probably will never see on camera. You know, and that spectrum makes it real powerful and effective. Last thing, with what we did today and how they spewed across the airwaves, and then with the May 11th town hall. Man, May 23rd in Valdosta is going to be electric because we understand that there has been, and it's always funny when you say, you know, when do you ever get a permit to protest? You've got the anti-Kendrick Johnson clique that have secured a permit to be at the entrance of the school, which will put them right next to us on May 23rd. So that's going to be an interesting day. I need to publicly thank the Nation of Islam, met with them today. And not only are brothers from the nation coming, the FOI is coming. There might be a special guest. I'll know that a little later. But we're looking forward to coming down in Valdosta.
And Valdosta and South Georgia in general has a long, dirty history. And many of the deaths, like the Mary Turner lynchings, many other people that have perished.
Cutting babies out of stomach.
Yes, Mary Turner lynchings. And we celebrate that in the month of May, a memorial for that. Okay. And I want to thank my white brother Dr. Mark George, for spearheading, and we have erected a monument there on that spot. And I'm hoping that when you all come down, maybe we could take a trip up there, my beautiful brother. I'm going to close. Go ahead, my beautiful brother.
I want to point something out as well. You know, he talked about the time that we're in right now, and I think it's a very critical time. We're talking about 2 rebellions in 8 months, and over 500 unarmed brothers and sisters murdered by police between that time period. This is unthought of. It hasn't been this way in quite some time. You know what I mean? Back in the 60s, of course, when King was assassinated, you had cities burning across America. Folks are talking about Baltimore like this is the first time. That's right. You understand what I'm saying? The thing is, at this stage in the game, in the words of our ancestor, we're sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I think at this stage, even the apolitical folks are taking heed. You know what I'm saying? Brothers and sisters who for all practical purposes, was on the wrong side of the fence are taking heed. The beautiful thing about this time period is that you have to draw a clear line of demarcation between the people and the state. So you have to decide what side of history you're going to be on. And to all these Negroes out there that's calling our brothers and sisters thugs, the real thugs is the U.S. government. You know what I'm saying? The real thugs is these police unions out here that are co-signing this reign of terror on our brothers and sisters in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thugs right there. You know?
My beautiful brother, Senator Lucas out of Macon, called them the new Negroes. He said the new Negroes is growing in leaps and bounds, and we have a responsibility to start calling them out by name. And I agree with him so much. My beautiful brothers, I want to say to you, I commend you guys. You're a little younger than me, but I love the energy. And I often listen to what you gave there at front of Lowndes County High School, yes, wherein you talk about the young people, but you also never put down the older head. Yes, but you just, I believe that you're called for this purpose. All you people, you young men, and you're called. You, my beautiful brother, you say you just cut across the board and go from A, B to Z, right?
A, B to C. I mean, everybody can do something. Everybody has a wealth of talent and knowledge. I mean, if you're a paraplegic, stuff envelopes. If you're a person that's computer savvy, get the word out. If you're a person that got money and no time, be a philanthropist and donate. You know, anybody can do something. You know, the main thing about it is we need to learn as black people to behave in a tribalistic manner, and that's the only way we're going to be able to get out of this together, because, you know, we only as strong as our weakest link. So when you look at educating all of us collectively and getting us up to a certain standard of excellence, then, you know, it's going to become second nature to behave in that manner, and we're going to justify what's going on.
Okay, now, closing, Brother Mark, I thought about this earlier, and I want to save it for last. How did you meet? I respect any attorney, black, that has not sold out the movement of our people. How did you meet Mr. Davis Bobs and this law firm? How did you meet them?
Well, we're tight. We actually, we met dealing with the case Ariston Waiters, a 19-year-old brother who was shot twice face down in the back by Union City Police, with one hand cuffed behind his back, one bullet severed his spine, paralyzing him instantly, and later on he was deceased. We started working together then, but he actually helped me, we helped each other with a case that has gone international now, Boom Com Pomsavon, Baby Boo Boo case. I mean, look, Davis Bozeman Law Firm, you know, you got shady attorneys, you got shady politicians, you got shady pastors. You know, as shady activists. Yeah, you're right. Shady activists. You know, this firm here does a lot for the community other than just taking on cases. They do a lot of reactive stuff that we have to, but they do a lot of proactive things as well. So, you know, I'm down with the firm, and he's one of those firms that we can call at any time, right? And let's just say the community's attorney is a good title. Community attorney is a good title. Exactly. I just want to say this real quick. Applaud the young folks right now. The young folks that a lot of folks want to grade and talk about them sagging their pants and this and that. Listen, this is a young generation that ain't scared. And due to these tragedies Brother Kalonji just spoke about, in this amount of time, they've proven it over and over and over again. They ain't scared. So when you got OGs, or like what you said, OVs, original victims, when you got those mixed with folks that are in the middle, that are actually the parents of some of the younger generation coming up, you got a dangerous mix.
Cole, I mean, we need to go somewhere else to talk, but let's check this. In a way, I've been saying for a long time, these young guys with the sag in their pants, it just possibly could be sending a very powerful message in this way. And I've been saying it for a long time. They are saying to America, you no longer tell me what to wear, how to dress, when to wear, and when to take it off. And so therefore they are thinking for themselves whether we like it or not. And what you're saying is that could be a plus for us.
Well, you know, there's another brother that put it a little more simple. He said they're doing that to say simply kiss my ass.
I'm going to quit on that note. Thank you, my beautiful brother. This is the Ghetto Free Press. George Boss Bryant. We're doing what we do because who else going to do it? Bye-bye, we're gone.
If I said to you that there have been 31 jail deaths in the Valdosta and Lowndes County Jail from 1994 to 2009, and from 2009 to 2014, no one knows how many people have died, and nobody seems to care. If you did not know that, would you consider that as education? And if that is new knowledge to you, what will you do about it? Or do you care? With all of your education, do you care about human life? Think about it. Think about it.